Now, while a lot of you might have been distracted by the Trump dossier that recently came out, Fox News, on behalf of Bill O'Reilly, just announced the settlement of another sexual harassment lawsuit. Now, this, of course, announcement is happening just weeks after Roger Ailes, former head of Fox News, resigned from the network after his own sexual harassment scandal. Now, this is from the New York Times. They report that Fox News executives recently struck a secret six-figure settlement agreement with a former network host who had accused Bill O'Reilly of sexual harassment. Now, the accuser is named Juliet Huddy. Now, she alleges that her former colleague had made numerous sexual advances towards her in 2011 when she had a regular segment on the O'Reilly Factor, and that he actually tried to hurt her career when she refused that. Now, already, this guy, Bill O'Reilly, you know how petty he is. If you've ever watched his show, watched his segments, watched any sort of interaction with anybody who disagrees with him, or who doesn't bow down with him, or bow down to him, or with him.
Cut his mic!
Yeah, this guy's petty.
You want anarchy?
Basically.
We're doing it live!
Yeah, we're doing it live.
We're doing it live!
No, he uses his power, essentially, to go after women who decide not to sleep with him. Or to do whatever, to, falafels or whatever. So, look, let me give you some details. What exactly did he do? Again, back to the New York Times. He says the letter includes allegations that Mr. O'Reilly had called Miss Huddy repeatedly and that it sometimes sounded like, during the phone call, that he was masturbating while on the phone. Gross. He also invited her to his house on Long Island, tried to kiss her, took her to dinner and to the theater, and then and after asking her to return a key to his hotel room, basically would appear at the door in his boxer shorts.
I just imagine him, like, when he's talking to her, like, I imagine him, like, trying to persuade her the same way he does, like, his word segments, like he's like, well, now here I am standing in my underwear. Now, the liberal agenda would be for you to not fuck me. But we need to uphold good American values, and you should ride my conservative wrinkly cock. Like, I just imagine him.
Good American values of me helping me cheat on my wife.
I just imagine that's how he, like, tries to persuade people. Like, he sounds like he's just, like, there, like where he's like, now some would say I'm masturbating on the phone, but what is not clear, and what the liberal media will not tell you, is, I don't know, what masturbation really is. I don't know. You get the point.
We're getting too much into it. I get the point. So, okay, look. So, you might be asking, hey, why would she continue, like, going to the theater with him, for example, or, letting him take her out to dinner? Well, Huddy's lawyers say that their client felt pressure to continue to see and speak to Bill O'Reilly outside of the office, despite her discomfort, because, quote, he had total control over her work assignment. So this is a guy that apparently likes to micromanage everybody that's under him, or at least the attractive women that are under him. And so, I mean, when somebody has that much control, I guess she felt like, if I don't do it, I'm going to lose my job or I'm going to lose opportunities. So I just got to hang out with this creepy guy. Calls himself Papa Bear, and you know what I mean? Kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's incredibly creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not surprising at all, but, like, just infinitely creepy. That's like part of Bill O'Reilly's game.
Ugh. Yeah. No kidding. Now, and look, this isn't the first time this guy has done this skeevy, shady crap. Okay, Bill O'Reilly had previously been sued in 2004 by a former producer, Andrea Macris, who alleged that he had made lewd comments and sexual advances towards her. Now, Macris charged in the suit that O'Reilly repeatedly told her to buy a vibrator and would call her when it sounded like, again, he was masturbating. And then there's something about a falafel or a loofah or something like that.
Well, those are two vastly different
Those
things.
are two vastly different
Was it a falafel or
things.
was it a loofah?
I think, if I recall correctly, it is him thinking that it was a loofah, but calling it a falafel. If that makes any sense.
I think you need to buy a vibrator. Now, Obama doesn't want you to have a vibrator. He doesn't want you to have the vibrator that you worked hard to buy so I can call you on the phone where I may or may not be masturbating. Some would say it's masturbation. Other would say just a little bit of a massage down below the waist. You decide. We report, you decide.
Yeah. God. But yeah, no, apparently one of the calls was, "Hey, you should touch yourself with a loofah or something," but instead of loofah, he said falafel, and let me tell you, that is just full of awful. That whole story.
How does he not know the difference? What a weirdo!
Hey, he could have been drunk.
If he doesn't know the difference between a loofah and a falafel, I bet going out to dinner with him really sucks. You're probably limited to places that just have food on a bun.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. It is Bill O'Reilly, after all. Anything ethnic might be un-American.
Right. Yeah. I'd imagine his taste in the theater is pretty shitty, too. Like, I'd imagine that's like... Did they make a stage version of American Sniper yet? Nope, I'm not interested.
No.
I'm not going.
Nope, not going to happen. But look, the whole point, though, this guy, it should be pretty obvious by now that he's essentially a sexual predator. I mean, I'm saying that. And he's going to still keep working at Fox News. I mean, this isn't impacting his job. Fox News essentially covered for him and just paid out millions of dollars to another woman. I mean, how much money is Bill O'Reilly bringing in for the network for them to keep going back and saying, okay, we're just going to quietly pay this sex scandal off. Bill O'Reilly, don't do that again, man. Don't call people while you're jerking it, okay? Like, don't call producers, okay? Don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I won't. Maybe that's what the liberal media wants me to do, but I'm not going to do it. I don't know, but again, Fox News, man, they have a history of paying out huge damages now for first Roger Ailes, and then now Bill O'Reilly. When are these people going to be held accountable? I mean, sure, Roger Ailes lost his, is no longer head of Fox News. But when are they going to do the same thing to Bill O'Reilly? Maybe the day when he stops making them as much money. Maybe the day when he stops getting so many ratings. And again, we have to somehow reconcile the fact that Fox News is still number one rated among cable watchers, which thankfully is a dying demographic, but still number one on cable television. Jesus.
Well, we have to ask ourselves, we the viewers need to ask ourselves, in today's thought police PC America, what kind of a world are we living in when I can't call up a female colleague and politely stroke my bitter conservative meat hammer? I'm Bill O'Reilly. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.